There are decisions you make in life that could be life altering or life threatening. My decision to watch this movie was both. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to sit here and pause for a minute, do completely nothing except reevaluate my life and how I got to this point. What is this movie called? Oh, The Royal Treatment. Oh, that's what it's called. I thought it was The Royal Engagement. I've been wrong this whole time. Well, I mean, can you really blame me? I don't really blame myself. This is a Hallmark Channel original movie that was bought by Netflix. So it's on Netflix. Isabella runs her own salon and isn't afraid to speak her mind, while Prince Thomas runs his own country and is about to marry for duty rather than love. When Izzy and her fellow stylists get the opportunity of a lifetime to do the hair for the royal wedding, she and Prince Thomas learn that taking control of their own destiny requires following their heart. These types of movies are not my thing, so this will come across as a bit biased. However, I have liked rom-coms in the past. Friends with Benefits isn't bad, No Strings Attached isn't bad, but I guess that's more because they're on the raunchy side. But at least they're actually funny, too. I blame The Notebook. I blame The Notebook for setting the precedence for romance movies nowadays. Even if this wasn't a romantic comedy, which it aspires to be and fucking fails epically at being, Notebook is taking the brunt of the criticism because if The Notebook was never made, we'd probably never get to this point. This was one of the most cringe-inducing movies I have ever seen. As I described in the open, it's a Hallmark Channel original movie, or something you would find on the Lifetime network at like 7 a.m. when nobody's awake, except the neighbor's dog that keeps barking because it's done shitting in the yard and now it has to be let back inside. It has all the production qualities of a Hallmark Channel original movie. It has all the acting of a Hallmark Channel original movie, which is actually kind of pains me to say because Mena Musad is in this movie as the prince. And I liked him in the live-action Aladdin. I know a lot of people didn't necessarily like Mena Massoud in that movie. I thought he was solid as Aladdin, but here he is really flat. He is very one-note. He's got one facial expression the entire movie. Same with the actress that played, what's the character's name? See, I have no idea what the character's name is. Izzy, Isabella, I don't know. That's Laura Marano. Like, supposed to be playing a hairstylist from New York. She does. That New York accent was on and off. There were moments where I was even questioning the accent itself. I was sitting there thinking, is that even a New York accent, or is she trying to do a Boston accent right now? Because it sounds more Bostonian than it does New York. It's more on and off than A-Rod and Jennifer Lopez. This is the most predictable thing you have ever seen, and it's very typical of Netflix to just, make a movie like this. They didn't buy it from the Hallmark Channel. No, I was joking when I said that. This is Netflix originality here. They think this is good quality cinema. Then you'll have a lot of fun watching these two interact. The truth is, Laura Marano and Mena Musad had no chemistry to add on to their non-existent characters and their really terrible performances in this movie. But even the way that the narrative structure plays out in this movie, there's nothing of interest that happens. It's just this group of stylists that goes to this country that is honestly the most generic viewpoints of royalty ever. And this isn't me saying some political statement because you know me, I'm not that type of person. It was the most generic fairy tale viewpoints of a royal family, of the country they come from, of the royal shenanigans that happen. Everything is just so glossy, neat, and perfect. And oh, hey, look, a big castle, a big palace, a family that drives luxurious cars, that dresses in the most luxurious clothing styles you could ever think of. Every scene feels like you're just gearing up for a fairy tale ball. There's even a dance number in this movie. I just said to myself, this is straight out of one of those classic fairy tales. And it feels so inconsequential. The movie knows that it doesn't have any hooks to get you into this story, that it just throws scenes like that into this movie because oh, hey, well, we know there's nothing happening here. We know that the leads don't have chemistry. They have horrendous dialogue on top of that. Their performances are bad. The production value is a TV budget. So here's this, and it doesn't matter whatsoever. There are so many scenes like that where I said, you know what? A better use of my time right now would be to just take a nap instead of watching this movie. Yes, the thought of sleeping is more exciting than watching the royal treatments or the royal engagement. What is this movie called? It's something I can't really fault the movie for, but I'm gonna fault the movie for anyway, is the predictability factor. This plays out the exact same way a movie like this would play out. Yeah, this woman and this guy meet, they flirt a little bit, they hit it off, but you know, he's in a relationship with somebody else and she can't have him and he can't have her, but then something happens where one of them makes a mistake and the other gets mad at the other one and is forced to leave, and then, oh, like I realized that, oh, they're the true love of my life, and then they go and meet up again and they actually fall in love. Yeah, it's that type of movie. Yeah, I can't give this a recommendation, guys. The more I talk about this movie, the more I'm just gonna bitch about the entire thing. The royal treatment definitely belongs in popcorn hell. You know, I'll say this. There is a special space in hell reserved for people who talk during the theater in Netflix original movies. Because they can't make a good one unless they buy it from another studio. You guys know me on that. I'm not even going to get into that here. Yeah, my grudge against Netflix is even stronger now. The more movies they make like this, it's just... they're bringing out a supervillain in me. So guys, what did you think of the royal... What's it called? What did you think of this movie that has the word royal in the title? Drop me some feedback in the comments section below. I will leave my link to my website in the description below as well. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my review of The Witcher Season 2 coming very soon, which is super late. I still gotta finish watching it. I chose to watch this movie over The Witcher Season 2. What is wrong with me? My name is Alex Madden, and I'll see you at the movies somewhere.